I would recommend that the Director of Finance, the Mayor, and the department heads, police, fire chief, and public works, sit down and figure out where they're going to cut $15,250 out of their budget, because at this point in time, I don't think it's our position to have to do that and take away money that they're going to claim that, you know, we took away from them. So with that, even if we pursued it, there would have to be a meeting of the minds on where's the money going to come from, writing the resolution, and voting on it.
Yes, ma'am.
At our last budget workshop that we had and the resolution that we did last meeting, I gave the funding for that retirement. So the money is there. It just needs to be voted on.
Any other comments?
That was under the capital funds?
No, ma'am. It's under general fund.
General fund, I mean.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd just like to refer the council to Handbook for Arkansas Municipal Opinion, Handbook for Municipal Officials, 2412-120. Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments? I'm going to make one. We sit here at this last meeting, last time, and there was pretty much consensus that the council would abide by the wishes or the determination of Mr. Sean's determination as soon as we got it. Is that not correct?
No.
Yes. Okay. Some are saying yes and some are saying no. If this is going to be repetitive, it's going to keep getting the same answer. Okay? So I think it's fruitless, and I think it's negligent that this is not taken care of as soon as possible, one way or the other. Vote yes or no. So the may fall where they may. Mr. Pownell, go ahead.
I go back and take exception, due respect to Ms. Klein's comment. It was lined off of the resolution, therefore it would have to be put back on by resolution, and the money is not in that budget line as it was proposed in the resolution. And I think that the department heads, if this were approved, need to decide where they want the money taken out of their budgets.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the line item was deleted. However, the funding is there's still monies and revenues over the expenses for 2011.
Mr. DeVito.
Well, there's a number of incidents in the last few weeks that lead me to believe that we're going to have a fabulous year. We started out lowballing the budget, very conservative budget. All indications are it's going to be a very robust year. So as far as that sum of money goes, it is in the budget. I'm not worried that we're going to fall short this year. The last couple of years, yeah, they were pretty touchy, but we managed to make it through. So there's a lot of pent-up demand out there. So if you're anxious about where that money's going to come from, I can offer some assurance, being involved in the retail sector in the community, that there's a lot of positive indications out there that revenues are going to be up this year. So I'll make a motion that we approve funding of MJ Sells Retirement Fund.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Call for the vote. Let's do a roll call vote on this one, so we'll have it on record.
Mr. Berry?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkpatrick?
Present.
Mr. Pownall?
Present.
Mr. DeVito?
Yes.
Ms. Alexander?
Yes.
Ms. Balance?
Present.
3 yeses, 3 presents.
Leaves it to me again, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Pass.
Motion passed. All right, second on the list is discussion of proposal to establish an Auditorium Commission. Need a motion?
So moved.
Motion been made.
Second.
Motion seconded. Discussion. Mr. DeVito.
We tabled this last session on advice of Ms. Alexander about finding out from the CAPC as to what direction they were going, so I'll defer to her.
Thank you. If I may?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because of the weather that we've endured, the CAPC has missed practically all of their meetings and workshops. They still would like to discuss this issue for us to bring it to them. So I believe at this point we're still where we were. We just need for the weather to hold so we can get to the offices and continue creating this new entity, which will, it's agreed upon at this point, just verbally and in the wind, that we should be headed towards a committee and not a commission. But with the CAPC being the daddy of the group.
The rest of the board feel the same way?
So far, with conversation, yes.
Okay.
The problem again is we haven't had a formal board meeting.
Okay. Weather has kind of thrown a kink in everything.
Yeah.
Mr. DeVito.
I'd move to table this to our next meeting.
Yes. Okay.
Motion been made to table this till the next meeting. Is there a
Second.
second?
Yeah.
Made and seconded. Any further discussion? Mr. Pownall.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and it's nothing personal. In a conversation, written conversation on 2/16/11 at 6:53 p.m., Mr. DeVito stated, quote, "It looks like unless something has changed, council will vote down tomorrow night forming an auditorium commission. I know a commission is the right thing to ensure the city-owned property is looked after by the people of the city. I believe this is totally inappropriate way of conducting city business."
Any further comments? Mr. DeVito, any retort to that?
Doesn't
Okay.
warrant a comment.
Okay. Motion been made and seconded. Any other discussion? None. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Table till the next time. All right. Number 3. I need a motion to discuss Resolution 484 fee schedule for Planning Commission BOZA. Yes, sir.
Make a motion to open discussion on Resolution 454.
Motion made. Is there a second?
Second.
Made and seconded. Discussion. Go ahead.
Since this was an issue I brought to the table, this resolution has been required to be posted downstairs, which has not been there for at least the last year and a half. It was posted or approved by council under Mayor Satori as a resolution that's referred to on the majority of our applications for CUPs, rezoning, variances, rescheduling a public hearing, etc., along with another ordinance that talks about building permit application fees, and at a time looking at shortage of funds and where we're headed, I think something that's almost 10 years old needs to be relooked at as far as the costs for those applications. And that is the reason I brought it to the table, because I feel like a 10-year-old cost factor as resolved by the council back in May of 2001 at least needs to be readdressed and republished at whatever rate this table approves.
Mr. DeVito.
Ultimately, it will be approved by this table, but I'd feel a little better about sending it back to planning and getting their thoughts on it first, and then bringing it back to us.
Is that a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion on it? Mr. Pownall.
technically, with these issues, it should be going to the Board of Zoning Adjustments for clarification's sake,
Mr.
since they
DeVito?
do have
So
separate.
I'll amend my motion to state the Board of Zoning Adjustment.
Motion's being amended to go to BOZA instead of the Planning Commission. Is there a second?
I'll say,
Okay. Made and seconded. Mr. Pownall?
I hate to ask to re-amend again. Along with that, part of that was Ordinance 1940 that was approved back in 2004, could possibly be relooked at and reevaluated at the same time, and that addresses fees charged for permits, inspections, and licenses, just to get everything on the same balance as far as time evaluated.
And that's to go to the zoning,
It would still,
go to BOZA.
that particular one could go either way, but
Okay.
because they really don't have anything to do with those particular
Okay, because
permits.
we have an amended motion to send the previous statement back to the planning board, or to the,
Okay.
it went from planning board to the
BOZA.
Board of Zoning, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
I would withdraw the
Okay.
adding the.
all right, motion still stands. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. That is only under unfinished business. Do we have any new business to speak of? I don't have anything on here.
This was added at the beginning of the meeting.
Okay. Number 4, I guess, under unfinished business, from what I've been told, is the procedural discussion that was added at the first of the meeting. What's council's wish on that one?
Move to discuss.
Second.
Made and seconded. Discussion. Mr. Pownall?
I think part of it was addressed earlier. I just feel like that if things are important enough to come to this table, though, I believe we discussed last time that the agenda would show who the, using a military expression, Office of Primary Responsibility, OPR is, that has brought it to the table. Same would go for department heads that are looking for funding, looking for support from us, commissions looking for funding or support from us, that in those particular cases, being prepared to come before this table, for example, and it really wouldn't, if it wasn't their particular turn in the barrel, for say, I was asked a question via email a couple days ago, what happened on the smoke test for the sewer lines? And the only thing that I've been able to find out is that the contractor that got the contract to do it, that the sewer line maps were screwed up and he walked off the job. Now, had that been something that the Public Works Director was here to discuss problems that they've encountered, or parks having a problem with break-ins at Harmon Park like they've done in the past, those types of things could be taken care of and allay the concerns of the citizens and be able to have an answer, where in this particular case, at this point in time, it's quote-unquote hearsay, because we have never heard that there was a problem, but at the same time, we haven't heard that there was any results, pro or con, from the smoke